So look, bro, interesting matchup this weekend. We got youth. We got the youth and Jake Paul versus the old man strength of Mike Tyson, and that's honestly like that's top tier old man strength to have. If you're gonna have any old man strength, you're gonna want Mike Tyson's old man strength. But here's the thing, right? Both of these guys are huge, and in a fight where you have two guys who are on the opposite side of the spectrum, meaning Jake Paul's his advantages are pretty much all physical, and Mike Tyson his advantages are all about not only, I mean, the last thing to go is power, but his IQ, his experience in the sport is going to take him the furthest. You know what I mean? So with this fight is literally going to be the epitome of styles make fights, because you have Jake Paul, who, although he's been working very hard on his technical prowess, he's nowhere near the experience level. He hasn't seen anywhere near the amount of the sport that Mike Tyson has seen. You know what I mean? So because of that, I just kind of wanted to go over some of the tactics that we'll probably end up seeing from these two come fight night. And honestly, I wanted to go over some of the do's and don'ts of this fight as well, because at the end of the day, I think that I'll say honestly, I'll say who I think is going to win at the very end. I'll say who I think is going to win at the very end. But yeah, very important. This is very important. This is going to be very important in this fight, bro. What's going to be very important in this fight is going to be going to that body, doing the work to the body, right? Because you got Mike Tyson. He's a lot older. He's like 57 years old. He's almost 60 years old. He might be older than that. I don't know. I gotta check his age, but I think he's 57. Let me see. Let me make sure. Actually, let me look it up real quick. 58. All right, he's 58 years old. So that means, he's the old head. And although dude is in like physical peak prime condition that I've ever seen him, going to the body is going to be it's going to be a point of emphasis. It's going to be a point of emphasis for Jake Paul, because bro, you start digging to his body like that, like really committing to the body work, body jabs, you know what I mean? Getting in on the inside, uppercuts to the body, just fucking his body up. It's going to make it a long fight. And I think that Mike Tyson, he's going to try to close the show early. I mean, as he should. He's literally Mike Tyson.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessin.
So I think he's going to try to close the show early. And you know what I mean? Catch Jake Paul slipping, being sloppy, because Jake Paul, although his best interest is to go to the body, he does get tired. You know what I mean? In all his fights, he's gotten dog tired. Like his cardio, you can't let your cardio slip when you're fighting Mike Tyson, bro. Like at that point, you might as well your name might as well be in the death note, because it's guaranteed for you to go down. If you get tired fighting Mike Tyson, you're cooked. I'll just say that. As Roy Jones, he's also an old man, so I don't know if that counts for anything, but my nigga, listen, bro, if you get tired fighting Mike Tyson and he still has all that old man strength and that experience and that power and that technique and just the ability to throw combination, like he has all of this shit in his game that frankly, I mean, I don't think Jake Paul really has. I don't know how much better of a fighter he's gotten since his last fade, because you know what I mean, but his last fade, when he fought Mike Perry, I mean, one thing I did notice, he set more traps. He was in he was in much better shape than the bare knuckle fighter, but I mean, that's to be expected, bro. They don't fight 12 rounds. So it's like, I'm not necessarily surprised at that, but he gonna have to make sure that he doesn't get tired, bro. He's going to have to be on point. He's going to have to make sure that, he doesn't fold, and that Mike Tyson's power doesn't weaken him to the point to where he's getting knocked down off of, you know what I mean, some little baby shit. One thing I also think that, you know what I mean, Jake Paul, he's gonna have, honestly, in the beginning of the fight, he's gonna have to stay on his bike, because while Mike Tyson's at full strength, bringing just heat, just like he's gonna be swinging, throwing. As soon as he's gonna try to corner you, my nigga, and he's gonna try to throw a bunch of combinations. So in the early stages of the fight, he has to get on his bike. He has to use his jab, and he has to keep him on the edge of his jab too. You can't just jab willy-nilly, because you will get countered over the top. Mike Tyson is explosive, bro. Say what you will about him, he's explosive. If you throw a lingering jab, like a lazy jab, he's coming over the top of that shit with a right hand, bro. You're getting sat down, and I am not lying, bro. You're getting sat down. One thing too, I think that and this is,
good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast.
How do I say? This is probably one of the more important aspects of making sure that Mike Tyson does survive. Look, bro, even though he's Mike Tyson, he's been knocked out. His punch resistance, I don't know what it is at this point. If we're talking about him getting punched by a super, you know, a linebacker build type fighter who was young. I mean, yeah, he's kind of had his chin tested, but not by like a pro. I mean, I guess you could say bro is a pro, but he was just trash, whatever. The dude he knocked out with that uppercut. But anyways, Jake Paul got power, bro. He's gonna have to make sure he stays away from that overhand right and just that right hand in general, because that right hand is nothing to play with. You are 58 years old, my nigga. This is probably one of the most irresponsible things you could do as a 58-year-old, because I'm gonna be watching this fight. I'm gonna be hoping like that this nigga doesn't get turned to alchemy dust, bro. I don't want to see my nigga Mike Tyson die, bro. Be honest.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Especially, bro, Jake Paul. Imagine if you go all the way to the afterlife and they like, yo, bro, what you doing here? And he's like, yeah, I fought Jake Paul and I lost. You know what I mean? He took me out. Like, I didn't recover from the injuries. People gonna be in, man. I don't even want to think of a world where that future is possible. And I mean, I wish him the best. Jake Paul should win. I think that if he does win, though, I think he can knock Mike Tyson out. I mean, it's crazy that there's so much debate, because he's 58 years old, bro. He's supposed to knock a 58-year-old nigga out. Like, there should be no doubt. But Mike Tyson, as we know, one of the legends in the sport, bro, he's so physically gifted that when this nigga's training, he's still got his mid-man spooked, bro. Like, every time he swings at his mid-man, like, he got that nigga fucked up.
Scoring well with that combination.
He got that nigga still dodging his punches, and he's 58 years old, my nigga. Think about that. I'm black. I don't know about y'all niggas, but I'm black. So if I make it to 58 years old, I'm blessed. And he's 58 years old, and this man is literally an Adonis of a man. Like, he's not to be on some dick riding shit, but like, he's built unlike anything we've ever seen. I'll say that. He's a physical anomaly. I don't think that Jake Paul is gonna get in the mix. I think that he's gonna box. I think he's gonna win by decision, if anything else. If he loses, though, it's by knockout. I don't think that Mike Tyson will have the physical abilities to keep up with Jake Paul's athleticism. You know what I mean? His physical strength, his cardio, all that type of stuff. And again, he's 58 years old. The fact that we're even debating this is already a W for Mike Tyson.
It's really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head. Otherwise,
so with that being said, drop your predictions in the comments. I think I got Jake Paul by UD. I'm willing to put some bread on him, bro. Fuck it. I'm willing to put some bread down. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably put a pick on it. But yeah, I got him by UD. Drop your predictions in the comments. Who you think is gonna win, and what round, and what method. Obviously, decision is 10 rounds or 8 rounds, whatever. 6 rounds, 8 rounds, whatever it is, nigga. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, drop your predictions in the comments. With that being said, bro, I'm gone.